Welcome to Humber Polytechnic and welcome to the Ask Humber session showcasing our Exercise Science and Lifestyle Management Graduate Certificate Program. Thanks so much for tuning in. This will be the first in a series of Ask Humber sessions that will showcase our ESLM program. We're really excited to let you inside our facilities, show you inside of our classrooms, introduce you to some of our amazing faculty and support staff, and really to answer any questions that you have. So I guess first I'll introduce myself. My name is Dr. Julian Aiken. I'm the Acting Associate Dean for the Exercise and Nutritional Sciences cluster of programs. So in my portfolio, we have the Exercise Science and Lifestyle Management Graduate Certificate, but when we have other programs in fitness and nutrition. So we have a 2-year diploma in fitness and health promotion. We have the University of Guelph Humber Kinesiology degree. And then we have 2 nutrition diplomas. Both are 2 years. One's called Nutrition and Healthy Lifestyle Promotion, and the other one's called Food Nutrition Management. But we're here to talk about our ESLM graduate certificate today. And really, we want to emphasize throughout the course of these Ask Humber sessions that this is what practical learning looks like. And I hope that comes across today in our session. We're going to show you some real events, some real skills and competencies our students are developing. It's extremely experiential, hands-on, practical, and really the point here is to have our students exposed to these skills, these events like you're going to see today, to really develop those skills that will get them career ready. So upon graduation, they'll be successful in their careers in their field of study. And so I'll pass it over to the program coordinator for the ESLM program, who will give you a little bit more information about the ESLM program specifically, and then we'll actually take you a walk through the activity that's going on today, show you some of our facilities and our exercise prescription, our gym, our lab. Okay, so I'd like to introduce the program coordinator for ESLM, Fabian Rayne. Thanks, Fabian.
Thanks, Julian. Appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. My name is Fabian. I'm the coordinator for the Exercise Science and Lifestyle Management Program. I've been teaching in the program since 2009, and it's been a blast. Today, as you can see, we're doing some fitness testing with the Pre-Service Fire students. But there's a lot of really cool things that we do in this program. The program is really geared towards human kinetics, kinesiology, and phys ed students. So if you're a graduate of any one of those programs, this program is really designed for you to gain those practical hands-on skills where you can apply all the theoretical knowledge that you have in a practical way. So as Julian mentioned, this is the first of a few different Ask Humber sessions that we'll be running. And today, again, this is focused more on the fitness testing that's occurring with our pre-service fire students. Within the program, we have a lot of our kins working as instructors, so kinesiologists who work in the industry and really try and bring that skill set to the classroom and share it with our students. And the main, the goal of this program is to ensure that students are competent once they leave and are working in the industry. The 3 kind of main certifications that we try to help prepare students for is 1, the College of Kinesiologists, so becoming regulated with the College of Kinesiologists of Ontario. In addition to that, we try to prepare students for the CSEP CEP, which is the Certified Exercise Physiologist exam. And in addition, the ACSM CEP also. So the Certified Exercise Physiologist with the American College of Sports Medicine. And then the last certification would be the NSCA, which is the National Strength and Conditioning Association, the Certified Strength and Conditioning Coach. So lots of practical things in the program, whether it be therapeutic exercise, so more from a clinical environment, whether it be special populations, therapeutic exercise, occupational health and safety. There's a lot of really cool things happening in the program, and more than happy to talk more about that later on. I'm just going to turn it over to Joey. Joey is the instructor who teaches the course, and this course is a work integrated learning course. So Joey, if you don't mind.
Hey everyone, I'm Joey, and I teach one of the experiential learning courses within the ESLM program. The goal of the course is to really just expose students to applying the knowledge that they've used throughout their degree, okay, or throughout the program, and really apply it just in different settings. So, the activity we're running here today is in collaboration with the Pre-Service Firefighter program at Humber College, and it is meant and designed to expose students in this ESLM program to occupational fitness demands. Okay, so in this case, we're looking to see, are the firefighter candidates coming in that are Humber students, are they ready and fit enough to work as firefighters in the field? Okay, and some of the main things that we're looking at from the student perspective is analyzing their fitness through their oxygen consumption, their heart rate, okay, and ultimately applying skills that they would learn in their other courses in the field. Okay, so right now we have students setting up for the test, getting the mask suited, making sure our candidate is ready to go, and we're applying all of our fitness assessment principles, okay, into this test. And by analyzing all this information from heart rate to oxygen consumption to RER, we're essentially just looking to see how these candidates are doing, okay, and if, again, they're physically, fit enough to start working within the field.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's like oxygen and just like the efficiency that your body uses all the time. So yeah, you train at a high level.
All right. This would be the same test that they do at Ontario Fire, and within Ontario, it is a requirement to pass this specific fitness test. So it really does provide, the Humber pre-service program with that real-world experience. But in addition to that, we have that experience from our ESLM students, getting to look at what occupational demands look like, and ultimately, apply their exercise science background to this population.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The one that says PG in it. Yep, that's like the general population is like 30, right?
I'm going to pass things off to one of our current students, Alex, who's going to talk a little bit about what he's doing today.
All right, so yeah, we just conducted a pre-service firefighter test. So we had one of the pre-service firefighter students here at Humber College actually conduct the test. She successfully passed the test. This is a mandatory test that they have to do before they can move on to the next stage of the program. So here at ESLM, we're here conducting and helping managing with the test.
Actually, I've never eaten.
And we're in the last minutes of the cool down.
She's at 123.
Yep.
So we just have one more minute for you.
One more minute of cool down, and then we'll go towards passive recovery. Yeah. She did really well.
Yeah, really well.
Yeah, you take the paper with you.
Yeah.
How was that? Easy
I was worried because of the mask.
You can breathe.
Okay.
So, they look like they're doing okay. So, shall we have a look at some of the labs? Okay. So that room that or I guess I should introduce myself. I'm JD, so I'm the laboratory technologist here. So I kind of oversee the labs, make sure things are running, and I kind of like aid and help classes and exercise such as this. So before we end up in our exercise prescription lab, I thought I would show some of our others. So the room that you're just in, we have actually 2 of those. And so students, they get, like lectures on exercise physiology or assessment, and then they can actually do that in the room as you saw. This room here is actually our bod pod room. So it's just a small assessment lab. But in the program, of course, they learn about body composition and different ways of doing that. But this is sort of one more scientific way, and being able to compare like normal tests you might do in the field or in a clinic or to like something more research grade. So I'll just take you down the hall. We do have another room similar to the one that we were just in. And so each room has 3 metabolic carts to do VO2. So as you see, they can work in small groups and do tests on each other. But they do a lot of other tests, like cycling and like functional movements, those kind of things. Yeah. These are. Yeah, those are the firefighter students checking in before they do their tests. Just briefly. So this is our biomechanics lab. So the ESLM students, they use this lab. One of their courses is occupational biomechanics and disability management. So this room has a lot of like tools and things to measure like forces and angles. So you can actually measure like if someone has some job, like what are the physical demands of that job? Are they capable of doing that? Or if they're injured, for example, can they continue with accommodations and what might those be? So that would be the biomechanics and disability management. You might notice around the ceiling there are cameras. So we actually also have a 3D motion capture system here.
And what's the use of that capture system?
So you can actually record someone's movements. Like you put markers on specific areas of the body, like the joints, and then you can actually track how those are moving in space and do a specific activity, like a golf swing or this treadmill here. We have people running on it with the 3D motion capture. So this goes up to 30 kilometers per hour and 30 degrees incline, or it also goes backward. You can run downhill. And you can see what is someone's running form. How can we make them more efficient, or how can we maybe tweak that to increase their performance, that kind of thing. So I'll just take you across the hall. So this next room is our group exercise studio. Actually, the ESLM tend to use one in the athletics facility, but this is one of the rooms that we do use for group exercise. So, learning how to sort of teach an aerobics class or a step class. Oh, that's okay. Those are the firefighter students getting ready. So they, the ESLM, they have one class for group exercise, but we use this room for some of the other programs, like teaching spin class, yoga class, step class, that kind of thing. And, they blast music and, it's a lot of fun. And then I'll take you to our last lab, so our exercise prescription lab. So this next room is where people go to learn to teach exercise to their clients. And so, one of the things that we're lucky is that this is our classroom, right? And so no one else gets to work out here except for, people in our programs. And I think one of the benefits that we have is the ESLM program is actually one of 3 programs. And so we've pooled funds and we have lots of equipment that we can use in our specialized labs. So in this room, there are 4 squat racks. So teaching someone how to squat or deadlift. So teaching exercises for strength and power. There's a turf here. So if you are into sports and you want to do sport-specific training, you can do that. But also things like balance, agility, all kinds of things.
So I guess this would be a good time for me to kind of jump in. So basically in this lab, this is our exercise prescription lab, as JD mentioned. And in this lab, students basically, again, learn how to, perform exercises, coach exercises, and there's many different instructors that would use this lab. For example, we have our prescription. Brent normally teaches that. Serge also does the therapeutic exercise for special pops. I teach therapeutic exercise for musculoskeletal disorders. So any of those types of classes would be held in this particular room where the students are learning how to perform, coach, and execute with obviously safe technique. In addition to that, one thing to note, more so with the Pre-Service Fire program, are the students that are currently performing their fitness test. Let's say for some reason they did not meet the standard or the threshold. What would then happen is that they would have a certain amount of time afterwards, whether it be 5 or 6 weeks, in order to train and improve their fitness, so they can then come back and redo the test. And it's obviously a more of high stakes because the fire students, they would have to kind of get to that standard in order to continue in the program. So our ESLM students really would be working with these fire students to try and help improve their fitness by creating programs and figuring out ways that they could, improve their fitness so they could be successful on the test. So this morning, we had some students in here training. Some obviously are doing some deadlifts, some bench press, squats, whatnot. But there's a lot of functional things that we do from a performance perspective, whether it be, cleans and snatches, Olympic lifting, plyometrics. There's a lot of, variations and types of exercises and goals that we try to achieve here in the lab. Yeah, so maybe I'll turn it back over to Julian to maybe just kind of wrap us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a live chat going, so if anyone does want to ask a question, this would be a great time to do so. Myself or Fabian would be happy to answer any questions that you have. I will mention that we did put some contact information in the details or the description in the video. So you'll have my email. Again, I'm Julian Aiken. I'm the Acting Associate Dean for the program, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you would have about program requirements, admissions, details of the program itself. And of course, you have Fabian, the program coordinator's contact information as well. But if you do have questions now, please let us know and drop them in the chat. And we really like to thank those of you who joined in live today. Thanks for coming in. It's been an amazing opportunity to showcase our ESLM program. And we're always welcome to field questions, to meet with you, to chat more about the program. Just let us know. And again, thanks so much to Fabian. Thanks so much to JD and Joey and our students, both here and in the fire testing room across the hall. And we hope to see you on campus and at Humber Polytechnic in the future. Thank you.